Good evening and a warm welcome to India Today. I'm Paulami Saha. Our top focus this evening: curfew imposed, internet suspended. An uneasy calm prevails in Maharashtra's Amravati after 2 days of mob violence, including reports of stone pelting and damage to public and private property. So who exactly is behind disturbing the peace in Maharashtra?
Shops set ablaze, mobs going berserk, miscreants hurling stones. Friday and Saturday saw Maharashtra's Amravati grappling with violent protests and unrest, forcing the government to impose a 4-day curfew. Internet services in the city suspended for 3 days to prevent the spread of rumors that can fuel riots. The violence broke out on Friday when Muslim groups called a bandh over rumors of vandalization of a mosque in Tripura. The protest organized by the Islamist group Raza Academy soon turned violent. Stone pelting led to several shops being damaged. Many vehicles were torched. There was no let-up in violence on Saturday as well, when opposition BJP and several Hindu groups called a bandh against Islamist violence. Police lathi-charged an unruly mob protesting against violence unleashed by the Raza Academy. Bouts of stone peltings were also reported.
मैं तकरीबन 1 बजे आया इधर 1 बजे आया तब ये चल रहा था, ये भी चल रहा था। सामने वाले भैया ने फायर ब्रिगेड को फोन करके बुलाया और ये बुझा दिया। फिर भी जो ये हो रहा है, गलत ही हो रहा है।
This is the Chitra Chowk in Amravati area, one of the oldest and the busiest chowks in Amravati. But today there is complete silence. The roads are empty, the shutters are down, and there is heavy police presence in all the strategic and sensitive locations of Amravati.
Under fire from authorities over its role in instigating the violence, Raza Academy refused all charges.
रजा अकेडमी हो या और कोई भी संगठन हो, उनका उद्देश्य क्या था, क्यों मोर्चे निकाले गए, क्यों ये ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया, इसकी जांच हम करेंगे।
रजा एकेडमी के अंदर कोई एक आदमी भी उनके अंदर फसादी नहीं है, और जो फसादी हैं उनके साथ पुलिस निपटे, हुकूमत निपटे, और कहीं पर हमारी जरूरत पड़े तो हम भी उनके साथ खड़े रहेंगे। फसादियों को हरगिज माफ ना किया जाए।
While ruling Shiv Sena called the violence a plot to destabilize Maharashtra, the BJP accused the Maha Aghadi government of failing to stem communal riots.
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर रखने की जिम्मेदारी सरकार की है और हर समाज को एक न्याय देने का काम करने की आवश्यकता है।
चाहिए झूठ है उसका पता करो, और अगर सच है तो आपको निषेध करने का पूरा अधिकार है, लेकिन निषेध करते समय दूसरों को तकलीफ देने का अधिकार नहीं दिया, लोगों पर हमला करने का अधिकार नहीं दिया। अगर करोगे तो उसके प्रति हमला होगा तो क्या होगा।
जिस तरह से फेक फैब्रिकेटेड किस्से कहानियाँ गढ़ करके पूरे देश के माहौल को ख़राब करने की साजिश की गई, और उस साजिश में कुछ राजनीतिक पार्टियों के लोगों ने बढ़ चढ़ करके हिस्सा लिया, उससे बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है।
क्या पूरे देश में हिंदू है ना, फिर सब जगह पे रिएक्शन उठनी चाहिए। फिर सिर्फ अमरावती में उठती है, मराठवाड़ा में रिएक्शन होती है। महाराष्ट्र को अस्थिर करना, देश में एक तनाव का माहौल पैदा करना, ये कोई साजिश हो रही है क्या?
No deaths were reported in the 2-day-long orgy of violence in Amravati. The city is now tense but calm after arrest of at least 20 suspects and detention of many others for rioting. With Pankaj Upadhyay in Amravati, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, at the center of this entire fiasco is Raza Academy. Raza Academy is under this scanner. Let's tell you a little bit about this organization. It is a hardline Sunni Muslim outfit. It in fact claims to promote Islamic beliefs. That is the stated purpose of the organization. Has 30 centers across India. It issued a fatwa to kill Salman Rushdie, the author. It also issued a threat to author Taslima Nasreen as well. There's an alleged role in the 2012 Mumbai Azad Maidan attack as well. An alleged role, of course, now in the Amravati violence as well, which is being probed. And the Shiv Sena Sanjay Raut very interestingly says that the Raza Academy is BJP's B team. That is the charge the Shiv Sena has made. We are, of course, going to have guests who will be discussing this with us. Joining me right now is Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastav, who is from the NCP. Brij Mohan जी, शुक्रिया हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए। पहले तो आपकी सरकार है, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूंगी कि इस 2 दिन की हिंसा के पीछे किसका हाथ सामने आया है?
देखिए, अभी तो इसकी जांच शुरू हुई है, पर फिर भी जो इंडिकेशन मिल रहा है उससे ऐसा लगता है कि इसके पीछे जो शनिवार को जो हिंसा हुई है उसमें तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सारे लोग सामने दिख रहे हैं। उनके झंडे सामने लेकर जिस प्रकार से वो दुकानों को जला रहे हैं, जिस प्रकार से तोड़फोड़ कर रहे हैं, वो तो सारा देश देख रहा है। आपके चैनल पे दिख रहा है, दूसरे फुटेज में भी आप देख लीजिए। तो निश्चित रूप से इसके पीछे भारतीय जनता पार्टी का वो एक ग्रुप है जो नहीं चाहता है कि महाराष्ट्र में शांति के साथ सरकार चले और महाराष्ट्र का विकास हो। यही कारण है कि जब से महाराष्ट्र की सरकार बनी है तब से लगातार कुछ ना कुछ करके ये लोग महाराष्ट्र सरकार को और बदनाम करने का काम करते रहते हैं। ये उसी का आउटकम है कि इसमें इन्होंने इस ढंग की हरकत की है। लेकिन मैं आपको एक बात कहना चाहता हूं सरकार की ओर से कि जो भी लोग इसके पीछे, उनमें से किसी को भी छोड़ा नहीं जाएगा और हमारी सरकार लगातार उन लोगों पे निगाह भी रखे हुए है और उनके पीछे जानकारी भी ली जा रही है जो इस पूरे की पूरी साजिश के पीछे हैं, और किसी भी व्यक्ति को इसमें बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। इस बात की मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूं।
ब्रिज मोहन जी, आप शनिवार की हिंसा की बात कर रहे हैं, शुक्रवार को भी हिंसा हुई है अमरावती में नहीं, सिर्फ अमरावती में नहीं, नांदेड़ में भी और मालेगांव में भी। इसके पीछे किसका हाथ है? क्योंकि भाजपा का कहना है कि रजा एकेडमी ने बंद कॉल दिया, फिर काफी सारे मुस्लिम ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने उसमें हिस्सा लिया। बंद का कॉल जो है वो प्रोटेस्ट में तब्दील हो गया और उसके बाद वायलेंस हुई।
देखिए, ये बात बिल्कुल ठीक है। आई टोटली एग्री विथ यू दैट सम इंटेलिजेंस इनपुट वाज नॉट प्रॉपर and therefore the local administration has not taken that much seriously this crowd. But it is very clear that the peoples are related with the BJP, and on the Friday there was not much the fight, and if there was something that is between themselves only. But on the Saturday, what these people have done, BJP has taken this total issue in their own hands and they started firing the shops and destroying the vehicles and other things.
Brij Mohan ji, let me just get that clearly from you. Are you saying that what happened on Friday, you are saying कि आपस में लड़ रहे थे? The ones who gave the band call?
आपस का उनका था मामला। उसमें कहीं कोई अभी तक कोई हम लोगों को इस ढंग की जानकारी नहीं मिली है कि उन्होंने किसी दीगर लोगों पे किसी प्रकार का कोई अटैक किया हो। लेकिन यहाँ
और यही किस्सा मालेगांव में भी हुआ और नांदेड़ में भी हुआ।
उन लोगों की आपस की फाइट थी और उसकी पूरी जानकारियां मिल रही हैं। लेकिन यहाँ जो हुआ है ये तो बिल्कुल इन्होंने उनके ऊपर जाके अटैक किया। और जिस पर आप देखिए कि होना क्या चाहिए था, जब पता लग गया था कि फ्राइडे को वायलेंस हुआ है तो क्या बीजेपी को ठीक अगले दिन इस प्रकार का कॉल देना चाहिए था अमरावती में कि हम पूरे बंद करेंगे। और बंद अगर किया था तो ये जिम्मेदारी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं को लेना चाहिए कि आखिर वो लोग कौन थे जिन्होंने इस सारे काम को किया है, क्यों नहीं सामने आ रहे वो। तो ये और देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि त्रिपुरा की जो घटना है वो तो पूरे हिंदुस्तान में उस पर चर्चा हुई है, सभी जगह बात हुई है, लेकिन आखिर
त्रिपुरा की पुलिस तो मना कर रही है। त्रिपुरा की पुलिस कह रही है कि मनगढ़ंत कहानियां बनाई जा रही हैं, कि अफवाहें फैलाई जा रही हैं।
बिल्कुल ठीक कह रही हैं आप। मैं यही आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि इसका असर आखिर महाराष्ट्र में ही क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र में भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस पूरे मामले के पीछे है। उन्होंने इसको पूरी तौर से प्रमोट किया कि किसी ढंग से महाराष्ट्र में अशांति फैले। लेकिन मैं आपसे फिर कहना चाहता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी चाहे कितनी भी कोशिश कर ले, महाराष्ट्र में हमारी सरकार बेहतर तरीके से काम करेगी, लोगों की जान माल की रक्षा भी करेगी, और जो इस प्रकार की हिंसा फैलाने वाले लोग हैं उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई भी करेगी। ये मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूं आपके चैनल के माध्यम से देश को और महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को।
जी, आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ। Shaina NC of the Bharatiya Janata Party is now joining us as well. Shaina, the accusation which is being leveled by the NCP spokesperson, Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastava, is that the BJP is stoking communal fires in Maharashtra. What even the Sena has gone on to say, Mr. Sanjay Raut has said, is that an attempt is being made to destabilize the Aghadi government in Maharashtra.
I think this is absolute nonsense. Law and order is a state subject. Maybe we should ask Brij Mohan ji कि वो क्या करना चाहते हैं। जब आप अमन नहीं फैलाना चाहते हैं और लोगों को ऐसे भड़काते हैं और फिर कहते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का रोल है, तो I think that the public does understand. An incident that takes place in Tripura, you have a backlash in Amravati, which is not contained on the first day, the second day, the third day, and the fourth day. And then you question, and then you question the Bharatiya Janata Party. I think this is nothing but just dodging on core issues of who the culprits are, the miscreants are. And then to suggest that they are cadre of the Bharatiya Janata Party is absolutely disgusting, to say the least.
Are you, Shaina, to get that clear, are you in fact admitting that there was some incident in Tripura? Because that's also conflicting, right? Because the police over there says there's no incident and there were rumors which are being used in order to stoke communal fires elsewhere, like in the state of Maharashtra.
Stop. So this is exactly what I'm saying. That if there is an incident which took place or did not take place, Maharashtra is a very peace-loving state and the people of Maharashtra have never ever resorted to any kind of communal violence. You have a situation which goes out of hand in Amravati, and this government called the Mahavinash Aghadi or the Mahavikas Aghadi, whatever you want to call them, choose to deflect and say that BJP should take care of this. What are you in the state government for? Isn't law and order...
Their accusation against you, I don't know if you heard Mr. Brij Mohan Srivastava speaking earlier before you were patched on into this discussion. What he is basically saying is, क्या जरूरत थी बीजेपी को एक बंद कॉल और देने की against a band call which led to violence on Friday? You gave a band call and what happens next? More violence.
Look, they can make excuse after excuse. If they're not capable of leading from the front and containing a situation which is going out of hand, look at Dilip Valse Patil's statement today. He says that this is the Bharatiya Janata Party. You haven't even investigated to find out these miscreants, who they are, and to book them and put them behind bars because you are only playing appeasement politics. You have Brij Mohan ji here questioning us and saying that these are karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. Do we need to resort to this kind of petty politics? Is that what he is suggesting, or is he going to actually come up and say how they're going to contain the situation in Amravati? We have never seen this kind of uneasiness in a state like Maharashtra. People of Maharashtra are peace-loving. And if they want to have this kind of one-upmanship just to be in power, I think they should just pack their bags and say goodbye because they're doing a disservice to the people here.
Okay, let's get in Imtiaz Jaleel of the AIMIM as well into this discussion. Imtiaz, who do you believe is behind what transpired in Amravati specifically? Of course, there was mob violence in Malegaon as well, in Nanded as well, but we're speaking about the two-day violence which was witnessed in Amravati.
Well, in this particular case, the central government is responsible, the state government is responsible, the police is responsible, as also the people of the three places where these violent incidents took place were equally responsible. Now, why I'm saying the central government is responsible? Because in the first place, when the Tripura violence took place, the country was expecting some reaction from the government because they are in power. And whatever incidents, now it's a mockery if somebody comes on TV and says that, no, nothing of that sort happened in Tripura. So where the media channels that were showing all those incidents, all the visuals that were coming up on different different houses were all fake? What is it what is you are trying to say? So we were expecting, the Muslims in India were expecting some condemnation from the central government, which never happened.
Is that an excuse to resort to violence? Is that an excuse to resort to violence? A band call that went completely the violent way?
No. What I'm saying is, Then in the second place, the state government. Now, if some organization had given a call, which we personally feel ideally they shouldn't have given a call for a Maharashtra Bandh for this incident, but anyhow, they gave that call and it was their responsibility to ensure that whatever protests were happening should have happened peacefully. But the entire state observed a peaceful bandh. It was only in 3 places, Amravati, Nanded and Malegaon, where the violent incidents took place. Now, whoever was responsible, whoever indulged in violence need to be dealt with very firmly, irrespective of what caste they belong to, what political party they belong to.
Absolutely.
Thirdly, where the police in a casual mood, were they not anticipating some type of a violence when they saw thousands of people coming out on the streets to register their protest? Was there a casual approach from the side of the police? That also needs to be investigated. Now, the shameless thing that has happened in Maharashtra in the last 2 days, and a very irresponsible act that has happened in Maharashtra, if somebody does any wrong, we can't expect a party that is in power in the country to observe a bandh and do a tit for tat, and by announcing that you did this yesterday and now tomorrow we are going to do the same thing. There were n number of the BJP leaders who came out on the streets of
Okay, let Shaina respond to that. Shaina, you can respond to that because this is exactly the question that I asked, because BJP gave a bandh call, and then it turned violent. You can say all you want that BJP कार्यकर्ताs were not involved in it, even though Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava will say कि भाजपा के कार्यकर्ता थे, भाजपा का झंडा वहां पे दिखाई दिया. You can deny that BJP कार्यकर्ताs were involved in the violence, but responsibility to keep your protest peaceful is yours, isn't it? As much as it is Raza Academies or whichever Muslim organization gave a call for a bandh on Friday, their responsibility is theirs to keep it peaceful as much as it is the state governments to ensure that there is law and order and they do not, in fact, are caught at the wrong end of such an intel failure.
Look, our government and especially our Prime Minister, Home Minister have always said, if there are any miscreants, whoever they are, whatever ideology they belong to, they must be dealt with severely because nobody is above the law. There is no question of Bharatiya Janata Party being part of the protest. People can only allege and counter-allege without substantiated proof. If there was such a situation that arose, whether it's the Raza Academy or
the Prime Minister and the Home Minister condemned the Tripura incident.
Look, Imtiaz ji, just by screaming and playing vote bank politics and playing your appeasement game is not going to work. Because whether there was an incident in Tripura or not would be your word versus mine. What we need to, if there is a protest, there are norms. So don't scream. There's no reason to scream. We're not at loggerheads. If you believe that we need to have no communal violence in India, no, we cannot be nude spectators, but we must keep peace and calm. Because what are you doing? You're only instigating a section of society which you shouldn't be doing. The question is that there are security forces, there are agencies that investigate. There is a central security force too. If you cannot contain law and order in a state where you feel that you are in a position of power, then please leave it to the center.
Okay. I have just a minute left on this discussion, so I'll have a quick word in from Brijmohan Srivastava and then Imtiaz as well. Brijmohan ji, अगर आप इस तरह की हिंसा को रोक नहीं सकती है तो भाजपा का कहना है आप सरकार मत चलाइए, छोड़ दीजिए.
Okay, Shania ji, what she is alleging the state government, she must look the Delhi violence also. January, February.
Sir, we are talking about the Maharashtra violence. We do want to stay on the subject right now. We've had ample discussion on what happened in Northeast Delhi.
There was a central government and the total police is governed by the Honorable Amit Shah Sahab. Why?
Okay, Imtiaz, do you want to come in finally? Imtiaz, do you want to have a final word on this? Who is responsible? Just have a final word.
Illustrating the state government, then she must condemn central government also.
Then let the center do what it needs to, no, sir?
Okay. This is exactly what we've been talking about. This is political blame game. This is only mudslinging. This is only finger pointing. The fact is that the peace in Maharashtra has been disturbed. Maharashtra, which hasn't in a very, very long time seen this kind of communal violence violence, and the point is to maintain that peace. Whoever is responsible has to be brought to book as well. Shaina NC, Imtiaz Jaleel and Brijmohan Srivastava, thank you so much for joining us this evening on this discussion.